Hello, Salties. I've had a lot of people over the last month or two call me, text me, email me concerning the recent tax bills and a lot of questions around taxes. So I thought I'd put together a video here. I'm just going to call it Florida Taxes, and we'll cover many things in this video. Since this newsletter and market report goes out to people who are interested in Gulf access, so those are people who are probably currently living the salt life or have an interest in doing so, I've decided to call this group of people my Salties. So welcome, Salties. In this video, I'm going to discuss Florida taxes, from the state income tax to the real estate taxes. In particular, we're going to focus on the Save Our Homes Act, the tax portability that gives you, as well as some of the creditor protection laws here in Florida. I know what a lot of you are thinking. Florida doesn't have any state income taxes. Exactly. We pay zero. When you compare that with other states where you're a full-time resident, like California at 13.7%, Hawaii at 11%, New York and New Jersey just under that. States like Oregon, Minnesota, and others are approximately 10%. So if you're earning $300,000, say in Oregon or Michigan, that's about $30,000 in taxes you would save if you were a full-time resident here in Florida. If you make $500,000 there, that would be $50,000. If you made $1 million, you'd be saving $100,000. So quite a tax advantage. Okay, let's take a minute and talk about the Florida Save Our Homes Act, which was passed in 1992. It deals with primary residents who have homesteaded their properties. The goal was to make ownership of homes affordable here and to protect the homeowners from large increases in taxes. So under this particular act, if your property is homesteaded, the maximum tax increase in 1 year is 3%, or the cost of inflation, whichever is less. Compare that to non-homesteaded properties, they can increase up to 10% maximum each year. So quite a bit of difference. In 2008, they added the tax portability portion to Save Our Homes Act, which makes it more affordable for homeowners to move from one home into another home here in Florida. I'll give you some good examples of that later and how that works. And we'll see that I've actually been capped at $500,000 limit already. And also Florida has very robust protection for homesteaders against creditors and bankruptcy. So another advantage is of having property here in Florida. To find out about your taxes, you'll have to go to your county's property appraiser's website. You can Google it for most counties. The 3 counties I've listed here are Lee, Collier, and Charlotte. That's where you can go. You just input your address. Once you get to your address, you want to look for the TRIM. That's the Truth in Millage Statement. You can see here, I have it circled here on the LIPA.org site. Okay, this is the second page of the Lee County TRIM report. You can see I've highlighted at the top the market value. So the market value of my condo last year was $712,760. This year they've got it marked up to $1,248,540. So we talked about tax portability. You take that current market value of $1,248,000, and if you look at the bottom line down here, circled in blue, you can see this year's assessed value. So it's the market value minus the assessed value. So $1,248,540 minus $537,281 equals to $711,259 of portability. Unfortunately, we're capped at $500,000 of portability. So I'll show you how that works in a little bit as well. But we also talked about a maximum increase of 3% there at the bottom. Last year, the assessed value of my home was $521,632. If you multiply that times 1.03, that does equal exactly $537,281. That was a huge increase in market value. They said my property increased $537,000. Let's take a look at it based upon the Tarpon annual average sales. So if I looked at my last year's value of the home was $712,760, and I go back the year prior to that, the average sales in Tarpon Landing were $762,000. Same thing here. So if I look at this year, it's saying my property is worth $1,248,540 last year, and I'm assuming they're looking back at that because they don't have this year's yet. It hasn't finalized. It's $1,238,000. So pretty much on target. As you can see here in Tarpon, we've done extremely well. Over the last 2 years, our property values have increased 115%. In summary, what are some of the advantages of homesteading here in Florida? Number one is the maximum yearly tax increase of only 3% on your property, or the cost of living, whichever is less. Two would be the homestead exemption up to $50,000 for a married couple here. That saves you roughly about $750 a year. And if you were to sell your home, we talked about tax portability. I'm maxed out at $500,000. If I sold my home and bought a new home for $2,500,000, I would be paying taxes on that home as if it only cost me $2 million. So that can be a big savings over a period of years, save you $8,100 plus a year. Over 10 years, that would equal to approximately $90,000. Also, big one is there's no state income tax here. So take a look, if you aren't homesteaded here, what are you paying in your particular state? Like I said, there are a ton of states that are 10% or more. If you're in a 10% state, if you're making $300,000, you will save $30,000 a year. $500,000, you'll be saving $50,000 a year. There's some states like California that are already up to 13.7 as far as income taxes in that particular state. Also, Florida has really robust protection against creditors and in bankruptcy situations. So if you have any general high-level questions or you want to know where you can find this information, please contact me. If you're wanting very specific information about your particular details, you're probably best talking to your tax accountant, call your county appraiser, or your lawyer on those particular lines. Have a great day. As the pink stork is fading off into the sunset, I need you to do two things for yourselves. First of all, make sure to subscribe below to my YouTube video channel so you get all the important real estate videos for Southwest Florida. You can also sign up for my Living the Salt Life monthly magazine, which will give you a lot of great hints on buying and selling real estate here in Southwest Florida. You know what to do. There's the QR code. Take your camera, do the click, sign up. I'll be glad to help you in any way I can. Hi, I'm Gary Giannoni. Come grab your slice of paradise and enjoy the salt life. Give me a call today. Area code 239-900-7373. Have an awesome day.